Good evening and welcome back to another video. And today is the Critics' Choice Awards. And it's time to react to the Critics' Choice. Now the Critics' Choice, this is the next big major ceremony after the Golden Globes. And again, they were supposed to be held the week after the Golden Globes, but the LA fires delayed the Critics' Choice. So they are weirdly on a Friday this year. So kind of interesting. So again, the Critics' Choice, they mostly go with like what you would expect. Like a lot of number ones on like Gold Derby and Word Expert usually go the way it can, but they will sometimes throw surprises here. So I'm looking to see if Honora could get a comeback and win. Is the Brewers gonna win, or are they gonna throw something else out of nowhere and make the race even more confusing? I don't know. So we're going to react to them now. I'm going to read this live on Variety because I didn't watch the ceremony because I'm a 20-something-year-old guy, and what 20-year-old something guy has cable nowadays, okay? So I didn't watch the ceremony. I'm going to go on Variety and see what they did. So here we go. I'm literally like scrolling from the bottom of the article and then I'm going to scroll all the way up. So they have a bunch of TV categories here. I don't really follow TV, so I don't really have much reaction. So whatever the first category is just what I'm gonna react to. Best score. They went, okay, challengers. Yeah, challengers. See, I thought challengers was gonna win score because it won the Golden Globe and the Critics' Choice. They closed their voting poll afterwards, so challengers win score. So the slaves thing is kind of uncertain about what could win. Like I said in my last video, it's probably going to go down to the BAFTAs to figure out what's going to win this category. Okay, so let's go to the next category. Best song. Okay, best song. For best song, they went with Al Mao for Amelia Perez. That's your frontrunner. That's going to win the Oscar. Pretty obvious that one. Okay. International feature is our next category. Let's see what they did here. And they went with Amelia Perez. Like I thought. I mean, the voting poll closed after the Golden Globes. So makes sense. I'm Still Here is not the winner. Alright, what's the next category? Best comedy. Oh, whoa! Ooh, this is interesting. Best comedy was a tie between A Real Pain and Deadpool and Wolverine. Huh. Look at that. A tie there. See, the Critics' Choice, they do this stuff sometimes. They sometimes will, like, give ties to movies. But that's interesting. Real Pain, I'm not surprised at that one. I really took a risk with Hitman, but I'm surprised that it tied with Deadpool. That's quite interesting that they did that. So anyways, best comedy, that was a tie. I guess that's your tie for Critics' Choice. Alright, so moving on to the next category. Alright, best animated feature, The Wild Robot. Yep, I thought that was going to happen. Again, that category kind of goes pretty mainstreaming. So we'll see where this category goes from here. Next category. Okay, best visual effects. Doom Part 2. Yep. I mean, Doom's gonna win the Oscar for visual effects. Pretty obvious. So far these are pretty normal. There's not really been any surprises. Other than that tie, which was kind of random, but the Critics' Choice can be a little random. Alright, next category is hair and makeup. What did they do? The Substance. Yep, The Substance wins hair and makeup. So, alright, these are pretty normal. Alright, next one is best costume design, Wicked. Not much to say there. No surprises so far. And then best editing, Challengers. Okay, yeah, Challengers. Again, they're really weird with this category. They really are. Challengers, it has a lot of editing and it kind of fitted their bill, they'll pick winners that like aren't even nominated for the Oscar. It's so weird with this category. So it's gonna be interesting to see how editing ends up going down because Challengers is not nominated for the Oscar, and the only other precursor we will have prior to the Oscars is the BAFTAs, because the Eddies are for some reason, held after the Oscars. I don't know why. I remember like a couple years ago they did something similar where they held the ceremony after the Oscars. So I don't know. Oh, Conclave did not win here. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind for people who think Conclave is the frontrunner for editing stuff. All right, next category: production design. Wicked. Not a surprise. So again, all the frontrunners have been winning here. It's not really been anything that I freaked out over. So, next category. Best cinematography. Oh! Oh, whoa! Nosferatu won cinematography? Whoa! That's interesting. That is very interesting. See, the Oscar expert actually predicted that. And he said that Nosferatu actually led with like Critics Awards and everything, but I didn't think it was actually gonna win the Critics' Choice. Like, oh my gosh, like Nosferatu winning cinematography, I'm actually a little bit shocked by that. I mean, not that it wasn't in my radar, but like, oh my gosh, that went over the Brutalist. Like, seriously? I mean that has good cinematography, but come on, the Brutalist should be winning everything. But oh well, I mean, Nosferatu has an award, has a major award, so that's probably the runner-up for cinematography. I still think The Brutalist is going to win the Oscar. It did win the British Society of Cinematographers, and probably going to win an AC and BAFTA, so I'm not really concerned that about Nosferatu. I don't think that's going to end up winning the Oscar, but yeah, quite interesting. All right, moving on. We have Adapted Screenplay, and this is Conclave. That's going to be your Adapted Screenplay winner at the Oscars, unless something ends up mixing things up and making things a little interesting. Okay, next one, I assume it's going to be original screenplay, which is... Whoa! What the hell? The Substance? Oh my gosh, whoa! Oh no, that's really bad for Anora. Oh my god. Anora did not win original screenplay at Critics' Choice, of all places. They went with The Substance? Oh, wow, that is shocking. Oh my gosh, that's really shocking. I mentioned in the video that this was a possibility that The Substance could win, but I didn't think the Critics' Choice would be the one to go out of the way to give it to The Substance. Like, oh my god. I mean, that means to me Moore is going to win the Critics' Choice. That's what it tells me. But this also tells me that The Substance has a chance of winning original screenplay. That's very interesting that they gave it to The Substance. Man, wow. That's definitely number 2 for original screenplay, if not the frontrunner now. That is really, really surprising. Oh my gosh, man. Is that film going to win 3 Oscars? That's interesting. Okay. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it. I mean, The Substance was a very inventive script, and it really reminds me of Get Out in a way, because for me, I'm not a big fan of like horror films and whatnot, but when you do a horror film right, then it really stands out. And they did, and Corey Varjat did a really great job with The Substance, and I think that could win the Oscar. That's interesting. Man. All right. So, moving on. Man, I don't know how I feel about that, because I would love The Substance to win, but I want Nora to win something. Is it going to win anything? Anyways, moving on. What's the category? What? What? Is this accurate, Variety? Is this right? Am I... Okay, I gotta take my glasses off, and I gotta rub them and see that again. John M. for fucking Wicked? Won Best Director at the Critics' Choice? What the hell? Oh my god. That makes no sense. That literally makes no sense. He's not nominated for the Oscar. That literally makes no sense. How did Brady Corbet not win this? Like, you saw me take my glasses, right? I mean, like, if this is wrong, I'll edit this out, but like, this is Variety. I mean, like, what the hell? How did John M. Chu win? Oh my god, are they gonna give Wicked the Critics' Choice? Okay, I'm gonna move on. But like, oh my, what the hell? What the hell? How did he win that? Oh, John M. Chu for Wicked for director. Okay, I don't know. I don't know. Again, the Critics' Choice, they will sometimes pull surprises, and they're now pulling these surprises in these other categories. Okay, what's the next one? Acting ensemble. This is acting ensemble. Conclave. Conclave wins acting ensemble. Okay, yeah, I thought that was gonna happen. I think it was the frontrunner here. I did see people predict Wicked, but I felt Conclave made a little bit more sense considering it led the nominations. So yeah, Conclave wins acting ensemble. All right, and then I think we're going to the acting categories next. All right. Oh, young actor actress, Maisie Stella, my old ass. You know, I actually switched that on I think Award Expert the last second because I saw that it was nominated in the comedy category, and I was like, you know what, maybe I'll go. You know what, let's switch it to Maisie Stella at the last second. So I know I said in my video I went with what was it, Isaac Wang for Didi, but I reserve the right to change things at the last second if I want to, and I switched it to my old ass at the last second. So that's interesting that she won that. I mean, good for her. Good for her. Yeah, I don't have much investment in this category, but you know, good for her. All right, let's go move on. All right, supporting actress was Zoe Saldana for Amelia Perez. Yeah, I mean, like I said, they like trying to predict the Oscars. I would have liked it if Ariana Grande won. That would have been nice. Maybe Grande will win the SAG. Who knows? But I think Zoe Saldana is gonna win the Oscar. It just seems like it's gonna happen. All right, and then best supporting actor, Kieran Culkin, Real Pain. Yeah, I thought that was gonna happen. He's probably gonna sweep, but again, I'm looking out to see if maybe Norton or Guy Pearce threatens in this category. But I think Kieran Culkin's gonna sweep. And then best actress, Demi Moore for The Substance. I mean, after I saw The Substance win original screenplay, yeah, that made sense. That makes sense. Okay, let's move on to best actor. Is it gonna be Brody, or are they gonna pull some shit and give it to Chalamet, or maybe even Coleman Domingo? Let's see. Adrian Brody for The Brutalist. Yep. That makes sense. That makes sense for the Critics' Choice. I think Brody's gonna end up winning everywhere. We'll see at SAG if Timothy Chalamet threatens. All right, so the last award, Best Picture. And Best Picture goes to Anora. Anora wins Best Picture over The Brutalist. Wow. Okay. I mean, that does make sense. It does make sense. I mean, Anora, it was the critics' sweeper. It was the critics' favorite film. I mean, they love Anora. It does make sense for it to win. But what's also odd is that this was the only win Anora even got. Like, oh my gosh. Like, The Substance beat Anora in original screenplay? That's crazy. That's crazy that they did that. But it still won Best Picture at the Critics' Choice. And I like it. I like that Anora won the Critics' Choice. I'm glad that it won Picture, like, somewhere, you know? I mean, again, I would have liked to see The Brutalist win. Brutalist did win. The Brutalist, would have been a nice winner. But I'm not opposed to that. I like Anora. I mean, this was big for Anora too. That it won the Critics' Choice because it needed to win something big to stay in the Best Picture game, and I think now that has Best Picture, it's gonna win. So that's really good for it. So, anyways, to wrap things up, they went expected for the most part, but they threw some surprises, some really big surprises that I honestly don't really understand still. Like John M. Chu for director for Wicked? What? That literally makes no sense. I don't even understand that. Like, why did he give him director over Corbet? I really don't get it. Yeah, they obviously love Wicked, but like, come on, Brady Corbet is. I thought he was the front runner here. Like, Critics' Choice. Like, what are we doing here? I mean, like, he should have easily won that. Is he gonna win DGA? Is he gonna win BAFTA? I mean, I don't know what's going on there. That's wild that they went with John Chu for Wicked. I don't know what to make of that. The acting categories, they all went as expected. The tech categories, they also went as expected. The only big surprise was like Nosferatu and cinematography. Kind of wondering if maybe that has a chance to win the Oscar. It's possible. It's possible. And then the other big surprise was obviously The Substance winning original screenplay. Like, wow. I do wonder if that could maybe win the Oscar over Nora. I mean, but the fact that Nora won Best Picture of the Critics' Choice means that I think Nora's gotta have to sweep everywhere else if it's still gonna win the Oscar. I do think that's the reality of Nora's chances, because it has to win screenplay if it's gonna win picture. Okay? And then The Brutalist, did The Brutalist even... Okay, it won Brody. But The Brutalist honestly underperformed here because like it didn't win director, it obviously didn't win picture, and it lost cinematography too. And obviously it didn't win score. So Brody was the only one who won. So this was a big underperformance for The Brutalist. So maybe the critics just weren't really into The Brutalist. I don't know, but that's a big hit for it. Wicked is still showing that it's strong. It is showing that it's strong. So I think you still have to kind of count that in for a picture. And then Emilia Perez, you just won the awards that everyone was expected to. But, Bray Corbet not getting the Critics' Choice kind of makes me a little concerned about Jacques Audiard, because I do think he can win the BAFTA. He could even win the DGA. I don't know. Who knows? The Substance, it may end up it could win 3 Oscars. It could win 3 Oscars. I think that's possible. I think that's very much possible. Conclave did well here. I mean, it got the wins that it was expected to get. So those were my reactions to the Critics' Choice. Again, they pulled some surprises. They really did pull some surprises that left some categories kind of making you question, especially like director and original screenplay. Cinematography a little bit, but I still think Dune's gonna win. Editing is still very much up in the air because they gave it to challengers. Same with score. So they definitely have secured some stuff here that I think are for sure gonna happen at the Oscars. But then some stuff is still very much in the air. So we have to wait to see what guilds do. The PGA and the DGA is actually going to be tomorrow, on Saturday. So those are going to be big. And then I think the BAFTAs are 2 Sundays from now. And then the Sunday after that will be the Oscars. So those were the Critics' Choice reactions. I hope that you enjoyed. If you enjoyed, make sure you like and subscribe to the video. I plan on putting out more of this type of content if you enjoyed. Do you think the Critics' Choice correctly predicted the Oscars?